having you. It's Friday afternoon and I've just finished work. I've had a proper shit week this week. I am so glad to see the back end of it. Fish them all sound. I've put some extra air into there just to you can see bubbling away just down this edge, just to make sure everything's okay. There was a discussion last night on Easy Pods on Gazzy's Koi channel. I don't agree with half of the stuff what was said on there, because I'll be honest, I'm a lover of Easy Pods, if I'm honest. I think they did the job. Small footprint, they did the job. There was a lot of discussion saying that they take forever to mature, which I disagree with, because they don't take nowhere longer than anything else with plastic media. And just for the record, there's around about, and I will feed them, and you've seen this before, there's around about 50 fish in this tank. Now I've just fed them twice, and this is running solely on an Easy Pod. Solely on an Easy Pod, and I'm getting 10 to 12 feeds a day. So I don't know where the philosophy is that an Easy Pod cork out with fish. This has only recently had the shower on. This was also running on an Easy Pod, and over the winter there was around about 300 fish in there. Yeah, okay, that was only toes high. That was only anything between 4 to 6 inches, but there was around about 300 fish in there, and that Easy Pod caught perfectly well on its own. This Easy Pod I've been on here 12 months. This Easy Pod's been on here, when was it? March or April when I did this tank. That's matured okay. And there's just one thing to do with an Easy Pod, and that's to seed it with some already mature media. Now when I get this one, which I bought yesterday, when I get this one cleaned out and all ready to go, there'll be some media coming out of that one over here, and going in there, seed it, and then watch this space, because there will be no problems. Look over my shoulders, a funny looking bloke here with a vest on. I the koi keeper, come to see me. If you have checked out his channel, get yourselves over there and give him some love and tell him Big Davey Koi sent you. And so yeah, I'll leave it there. Now Aid's here. He's come to have a look at a couple of fish. Say hello, Aid.
Hello, Aid.
Hello, Aid.
2 yam-yams together.
Oh mate, imagine what the banter's going to be like in a minute.
Yeah, 2 yam-yams.
2 yam-yams.
Yam-yam.
So,
Yoko do that.
Yoko on.
Yoko on.
So yeah, I'm going to leave you there for a bit. But as I said, the proof's in the pudding with the Easy Pods. You know what I mean? You can go on slating them, but I think I'm okay. But it is what it is. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Aid. So Friday afternoon then, and Aid's just made his choice. I've just returned the others back. But as I said, the Easy Pod's going on there. Hopefully to sort that out. So this is what Aid's picked out today. Some cracking little fish. 1 Sakai Fish Farm, which is the Ginrin Shower. 2 UK bred Ginrin Chags. 1 of my own bred Hiatsuris, and an own bred Shiro Tsuri. So there you go. Are you happy with them, mate?
Oh, banging.
Banging, mate, banging.
Oh, mate.
And banging. So there you go. That's what I chose today. Thank you very much for your custom, my friend. Hope they do you well.
Yeah, they will.
So there you go. Catch you in a bit. So Aid's gone. He's took his fish with him. I hope he's happy with them. I'm just making a start now on this Easy Pod. I mean, look at the state of this. This guy who had this Easy Pod off said he'd clean this. The water's black and the crap sticks to your hand. When I PP'd it last night, couldn't see a lot, but I PP'd it last night and there was just lumps of sludge in here. What I'm trying to achieve now in here is just break the sludge up. I mean, I have put some LX in there myself, and try and get it released off the K1. Then I'll get it into, get a flexi tub out, I suppose, so I got to disturb anything else. Get a flexi tub out in a net, wash it through in the net. I've got an old landing net, I think, what I used to use for fishing years ago, so I'll use that. Yeah, as I said, what I did, I got it back last night, I filled it up, put the air on, the air pipe blew off because it was just podged up. But as the air pipe blew off, all the bottom of this was so full of sludge that the holes in the air pipe sucked up sludge, sucked it all up. So then it wouldn't blow air. I've got an 100 litre Jabeo air pump there. You can see how it's blowing just through an air disc in there. So it's absolutely piling it through, and it would not blow a bubble through this last night. So it's for a little 2000. There it is, just on the side of the pond over there. My little pump was been through the mill. Here it is, look. It's still going. So I put that in here last night just to keep the water moving. With the PP, come up this morning, it was proper brown. I mean, you can see it's stained everything, but that is what it is with PP. I ain't worried about that. And there was leeches and all sorts in it last night when I brought it back. So all I've done so far, get it to wash out with the hose. I'm going to get this K1 cleaned with the hose, as clean as I can get it with the hose. That was a waste of time, wasn't it? Bloody missed the book. And then I've got half a gallon of bleach to go in there. I'll spray half a gallon of bleach in, let it soak for a bit, and then I'll turn the air on and just leave it bubbling away. And that'll probably keep bubbling away then until probably Monday. Because I can't trust it, if I'm honest. So I've already PP'd it, and I put 4 tablets of Ercon in as well. So once I've got it into a position where I can get it bleached tonight, that's what's going to happen. It's going to get bleached. I've took the white piece out, which is up just on the top over there, and that'll just all get tucked down so as everything's underwater. I'll fill it right to the brim with bleach. Well, bleach and water, that's all I can do, and we'll see where we go from there. So if that don't kill anything what's in it, then nothing will, I'm afraid. I'm just concerned about how dirty it is, but that's just dirt. I'll get that out. So yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, that's running on an easy pod on its own. 5,000 litre pump, super fish pump, just to touch on what I've already iterated earlier. 5,000 litre super fish pump, comes in through the drain, straight into the easy pod, straight through there. Doing a grand job, around about 50 fish in that pool. So yeah, right then, I'm going to crack on. I'm in a right mess again, and I'll snap back to you when I'm done. Right then, so here I am. I've got the media in, and just getting it to bubble up before I dump that, and then I'll bleach it then. I'll fill it back up and bleach it. As you can see, there's still some bits of crap and that coming out, so I've just got the air bubbling away now. Got it going. Got my beer in hand, so cheap raffle winners then, man. I won them on a raffle, that's the only reason I'm drinking them, but you know, it cost me £1 at the end of the day. So it's up and running. So anybody who don't like these, you know, everybody to their own, I suppose. But I think I'm a cracking little unit, in all fairness. I'm just sorting out the media in it, getting enough so as it'll turn. So I think there's enough in there now. It's overfilled. There's more media than what should be in there, but it's turning it, so happy days. Right then, I think that's pretty much all I need to talk about at the moment, because it's just another filter cleaning exercise, and we do know that a lot of people get fed up with filter cleaning exercises, but there you go. These little ones in here I'm doing really well. Not as you see much of them because of all this bloody water lettuce. There's some of that going down to Vince's the weekend. But every now and again you get a glimpse of them, and they're doing really well. They're sometimes they're down here, but you got the water lettuce and the duckweed, which is keeping them shaded from the sun at the minute. When it starts to cool down, I'll probably get most of this water lettuce out, although I've got nowhere to put it because I've got bloody 3 tubs of it there. I've got another couple of tubs up the garden. It's just, it's ridiculous. Started off with 10 plants, I'm overrun with stuff now. So there you go. That's it's Friday evening. It's pretty much where I am, and yeah, we'll let this bubble away for half an hour while I drink my beer, because I have got another one down here as well. I've got a couple of bottles to get through, and the pizza's on the way, so happy days. We'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so snapping back to here after a couple of hours. It's been bubbling away. I've just emptied it and dumped it and get it a refresh of clean water. And what we've got now, Power Force household bleach lasts 24 hours. Well, there you go, citrus fresh. Yes. So I'm going to dump that in. I'm also going to dump some PP in just for the hell of it. And I'm also going to dump some Virkon S Aquatic, not S Aquatic, sorry. Sorry to all the people who are confused then, because the Virkon Aquatic I'll be putting in. The wind's picked up here, so I've had to tie the pergola down, gazebo. So I'm going to get on with this. I've had a beer. I'll snap back to you after, in a bit. So there you go, you might be able to tell there's a bit of bleach in there now. That's just bubbling away. I'll probably turn the air off in a minute in all fairness, and just let it sit there. But yeah, just bubbling the bleach through it now. I did this once with the main pond, bleached the old system, and you should have seen it. It was amazing. Big clouds of bleach going over the gardens. It was like ghosts. So yeah, right, so I'm going to leave that, turn the air off I think, and leave that go. And leave it on its own so as it don't burn it out too quick. So yeah, that's the way to clean an easy pod. If it's second hand, bleach the mother. Catch you later. Saturday morning, well, mid-morning now actually. I've got to apologise if I've said anything wrong on the video previous, because I really took a lot of notice as to what I've said. I had a few beers last night, if I'm honest. Well, totally bad, but yeah, I've got my haggling tackle on, my missus would call it, my haggling tackle. So I was rattling to a couple of lads on Messenger and stuff, and just sitting up here till about 10:30, and I just drunk myself out of beer. I've got none left, so got to go to the off out at some point today, try and get some more. While I was sitting here on this village, I was got the sleeper pond here, so I was just throwing food over there to them, and I was throwing food over there to them while having a laugh and a joke with a couple, and thought to myself, I don't even know if they're eating this food. I couldn't be asked to stand up. And when I did finally stand up to shut everything down and turn the lights and that off, there's still a bit of food, but they was eating it anyway. I was constantly just feeding him. But I'll turn you around now and I'll show you what I got up to this morning. I've got a bloke coming today for some fish and all, so still got some fish for sale if you're interested. I've also still got the Draco for sale if you're interested. That needs a bit of TLC, so if you know anybody who's technically minded, they'll fix that. Well, I'll probably end up just fixing it myself and then putting it up for full price. Still got the pod bleached, as I did yesterday. That's just sitting there with bleaching at the minute. I've had to top it up this morning because it's leaking from somewhere. I think it's the centre pipe, and it's just dribbling down slowly through that. But I've also got a bit of a thank you to do, probably later on in the video, but there's some stuff there I've got to sort that out. But yeah, this I've been feeding for about the past month Saki Ikari balance, which yeah I'm enjoying and getting it down. While I'm feeding it, I'm also thinking about it though, and I'm thinking, is it because there is so much substance in the pellet, or is it just that the appetites are mad at the minute because of the weather? But I will tell you the truth, and I know a lot of people use this. That's sake, if you can see that. That's sake Ikari balance. I'm finding a lot of waste off it, if I'm honest. A lot more waste than what I was getting before, especially in the sleeper pond. If I turn the air off on that today and show you that tomorrow, you'll be amazed at how much waste has come out of it. Yeah, I'm feeding heavily, but it is what it is. So I've got Saki Ikari, and I've also got JPD Shuri, which I'm feeding, and I'm loving the two of them. But I've got to admit, I'm really loving the JPD, if I'm honest. I mean, I was always feeding coppins, to be fair. I'm getting blinded by this sun. I was always feeding coppins, But I've gone on to the, as I said, the sake, and I've also gone on to this JPD now. And I've got to admit, this JPD is good stuff. This Shorey, it's cheaper for a start. It's still got the probiotic in, so you're still getting the prebiotics. It's a little bit like us drinking Actimel, you know, and these biotic yogurts. So it's got that stuff in, and I'm liking it, if I'm honest. This, like I said, it's cheaper. It seems just as well, and I don't seem to be getting so much waste. The water's clearing in the Towers Eye tank, which I'll spin you around in a minute and show you. Now I'm off the coppings, and everything seems to be touch wood, hunky dory, Jack and Ori at the minute. So I'm happy. Even the ones in the paddling pool. I know I've banged on about them fish going into my main pond, and they are going into my main pond. But when the main pond's built, eventually, what I'm looking, what I might do, and the missus come up with this, and I don't know, I ain't 100% sure yet, so I'm just giving you my thoughts as I'm going. The fish in the paddling pool, which obviously come out of the main pond originally, they're all fine, they're healing, the marks on them are well healed, pretty much. There's just the one which I need to get out. I'm sitting here sweating, look. Just the one I need to get out, because it's got the kinky Hirsuri's still got that mark on his tail. It ain't getting no worse, but it ain't really getting no better, so I think there might be a couple of dead scales. So I might get that out, probably one of the days in the week. Can't do it today because I've got stuff to do. Get that out, have a look at that, get another treatment and stick it back in, because everything else in that pond is fine. If I'm honest, well, say pond, swimming pool, whatever you want to call it, it's fine, no problem. Then we'll feed in, then we'll after food. The temperature swings are mad, which I can't really control with this weather. But you know, they're sort of 28 in the day and down to sort of 24, 23, 24 overnight. So it's like a 4 degree swing, but they're alright, they're okay. Toughening them up, eh? So anyway, what I was saying is, when these come out the sleeper pond and go into the main pond, I reckon them will come into here. I've got to give them a chance, a few quid's worth of money in that pond, if I'm honest. But anyhow, I'll give them a chance. But what I'm looking for is the transition out of winter back into spring, and see how they get through the winter in that pond. I think they'll be alright in the winter, if I'm honest, because I've never had heat in the winter anyway. So, and that the main pond up there, that normally used to drop in a cold winter down to about 3 degrees. I have actually known it at 0, and the fish have been fine. So yeah, see how they get on. Anyway, I'm going to spin you around. I'm going to show you what I've come up to on the Towers Eye pond today. A little bit on the sleeper pond as well, but I'll spin you around. And once again, I do apologise if I looked a little bit stupid last night, but I probably looked more stupid on the messages I was sending to the lads. But there you go. So I've come up here this morning, and I thought, because I've got the spawning brushes in up there, I thought I'd look at all this foam. No smell, just look at this foam. I thought, oh, what they've been doing. So of course I've had the brushes shaking them about, having a look. Absolutely nothing on there, and then obviously the penny dropped. The food what was going in last night, so that's all that's down to. And then I've come over to here, and it's like, oh look, there's an iceberg. Did we have a frost? I thought, bloody hell, where's that come from? And then I realised, yeah, I was up here throwing food in all night. So yeah, bit of protein on the water there. You know what, we can live with it. We can live with it. Put 100 litres of that water in there and all that protein will go down the overflow, so it don't really matter. I ain't stressed. Plenty of air going in here. 100 litres, which is also adding to the bubbles. But it looks as though on the outlet pipe of the pod, looks like that might be due a clean today. I think I did it Wednesday. It might be due a clean today because you can see the air coming up the top. So that's an indicator that the pod's sucking air. But it's still turning over around about 4,000 litres an hour, which is enough for this pond anyway. So, but yeah, that's what I woke up to this morning. So there you go, bit of protein on the water. Never hurt nobody, did it really? Foamy water. Just means that the fish had a fish feast last night. I mean, these are knocking about. They're after food now. The Cashiogans are looking good. The show and grows are looking good. They think there's food coming for them, so the water's clearing. I can see the bottom. I know it don't look that good. It's still tanned, but it's nothing like it was. So yeah, I'm bloody rubbish I am when I've got this phone in my hands. Not a lot happened with the pond yet, and there ain't a lot going to happen with it either this week. Like I said, it'll be slow and steady for me. I ain't going to kill myself to do it. I'm waiting actually for the weather to change. Once the weather changes, I can get the fiberglass cut, and we can. Once the fiberglass is cut, the blocks and sand and everything will be here, and the mixer, and then we'll crack on. But you can see that line I've drawn down here, down the fiberglass. You can just see that line down the middle, and that's where I'm going to be cutting it out. I should also cut it at the back of that, so it'll be about a 2-foot gap where it give me allow to start laying the blocks. Yeah, slow and steady. Well, slow. It's pretty much stopped again. These are okay. Again, these are cloudy water because I'm feeding cockums in here. I mean, it's absolutely wrecking the water, but in all fairness, that little pressure filter there is a bag of shit. In all fairness. And this is what was winding me up the other day when you know, we was listening to the live and they was on about pressure filters. Yeah, pressure filters are okay for what they do, but that's what they wreck your water. So that pod is going on here. That pod's going on here with a UV in it. This will then get fuller because I don't want to fill it too much at the minute, and it'll get fuller, and then hopefully then fish will be a bit happier. Which I'm okay at the minute, they're feeding and stuff. I've just put some food in and I've ate most of it. Still a bit down there around them plants. But that was the biggest mistake I made, just putting some plants in here. So, here you go. Saturday mid-morning, I've got a bloke coming in a bit. Let's have a look at some of these, so I'll be disturbing them, so I might as well get the food down them now before they get disturbed again. Catch you in a bit. Just one feed and all that foam's gone. So if you're worried about foamy water, don't be. It's just off your food. It's the oil off your food, that's all it is. The oil slick on the top and it creates foam. After a while it goes, the filter's sorted out, but after one feed it's pretty much gone. Look, give them another feed and it will be gone. You know. Let's see if I'll have a bit more. They don't seem interested because I'm here. But yeah, you can see that the foam is just disappearing with the food. As soon as the food goes on, the foam disappears. I've got to be honest, them Adam Boyer fish, you just go fill them up. There you go. Having you? Sunday morning, the 14th of August. I knew the date before I even... but yeah, we're on a road trip again. Got the gaffer driving. So, huh? Shock. That's per, I said. But yeah, we're on a road trip again. We've got about 2.5 hours to travel. I ain't going to say too much about where we're going. You'll see it in the next clip when we get there. But it's a well-respected koi tuber and all round general nice guy, in all fairness. We're going to see him today. Doing a bit of a deal, a bit of a dodgy deal. So yeah, thanks to all the new subscribers again. The numbers are going up. Big thumbs up to you. And of course all you old ones who have stuck with me all along, many thanks. But yeah, not a lot happening with the pond. It's just me in it. I'll do it when I feel like it. So yeah, right then. Just let you know we're on a road trip again. Might get a Sunday off one of the days, but there you go. You never know. I'll snap back to you either when we're there, or we might have a stop off, and I might decide to have a bit of a rattle. Catch you in a bit. Having you? Just landed. Told you I was going somewhere there. I was on a road trip. You know what? It's now 10 to 2. It took nearly 4 hours to get here. I've had Skeggy on the phone. He's been here, there and everywhere this morning. We've still just been travelling, but it's worth it. Just landed anyway.
I've done shitloads today already.
Oh, have you?
Oh, I've done water changes, filters, the lot. I've even had to rod the bottom drain line again.
Lovely, lovely. So, right, I've got a box for him on the top. We'll go and get in, we'll go and have a look and we'll see what we can do. Catch you in a sec. The legendary pond. And that is Twisted Koi's. Looks like they're just munching on some mealworms and some lettuce. Oh, oranges by the shower as well. That sort of guy can come with me.
Yeah.
The Charatsuri I may as well take as well.
You haven't got that kinky Atsuri in that box, so if only...
Nah, how'd you know?
Well,
he's after the kinky Atsuri after the out of the pond.
It's taken him almost 4.5 hours to get here. But
me looking at you, you're looking at me.
watching you, watching me.
How been ya?
Yep. Davey's come down for a visit. He's dropping off a couple of fish. And
here we go.
He's going to be going away with the...
he's been busy again today.
Sakura Ogon in there.
Building.
So
At least it's cracking on. I seem to be getting nowhere because I ain't really doing nothing at the minute. But it's all too hot for me. It's all too hot for me. But it's going to look good when it's done.
This is the eight block fish house.
The 8 block fish house.
Yeah.
What do you mean 8 block fish house?
Because it's being built 8 blocks at a time.
8 at a time.
And I can only get 8 in the car without the car disagreeing with me. So yeah.
I'd still push it to that 9 or 10 now. Still push it to the 9 or 10.
I made the mistake of putting 12 in the back of the car when Susan was with me.
Ooh.
Yeah, she weren't too happy, and neither was the fucking car, to be honest.
Here's the outside tank. The one I've come for is in here today. I've come for the Sakura Ogan, which every time Vince spins round on the window is there. Oh, here it is. Every time Vince spins round on the window is there. We're cracking. Right, I'm gonna have a cup of tea and get me jaw exercised a little bit while we're here. That's a nice little shower. That'll do me and my Tails eye tank as well. Take that with us. He won't notice that's gone. So yeah, right then, I'll snap back to you in a bit and we're going to say hellos. Now a couple of weeks ago Vin showed me this and it was proper pea green. You couldn't even see an inch in the tank.
It looked like a toxic wasteland.
It did proper. And look at it now, and clear as a bell.
All this has had is a couple of small water changes. Not yesterday, but the day before I think it was. I had a bucket here and I siphoned up the water from a water change and I cleaned the sponges for the very first time. I put the sponges in, I gave them one squeeze and then the water just went real dark green.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's about the biggest one in here, I think, what I'm looking at. Just down here.
27 in there.
Where's he gone? I'm losing him. Bloody sit still there, bugger. Certainly looks a cheaper. You can see it even better through the camera. Certainly looks a cheaper. 100%.
Does, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
It's just what is that white across the top?
Well, that's on the other ones, isn't it? So
it's not on all of them, it's only on...
There's a couple of them, you can see just
there
like a white
well.
Streak down the top. Right across the top of it.
Because I haven't put any of the catching any of these.
You can see it, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I'll get them.
Just munching on stage 1. And they're growing well. They're growing like stink.
Frozen Daphnia as well.
Frozen Daphnia, whatever else you're giving them, innit?
Mm-hmm. Egg, they're still getting
a bit of egg?
Yeah. And I'm going to get the food processor out later and I'm going to blend up some mealworms.
Happy days. They get fed better than me.
Sure, tell me about it.
You've seen it on so many videos, now you're going to see it on mine. The famous Twisted Koi logo pool. Ooh. Now before I spin around and see what Vince has got under the gazebo, just show you this. Coca-Cola tops. Smells that. Twisted Koi. Any fishing at the moment, Vince?
No, my son's turtles are in there at the moment.
Oh, the turtles are in here.
Yeah.
It's gone green.
No, it ain't.
That's gone green.
No, it hasn't. That's crystal clear.
Oh, it is. It looked green with the covers on.
No, that's crystal clear,
Yeah,
bro.
it is clear. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
And that's with the boys' turtles bloody murking it up in there as well. So yeah, you can't dispute it, can you?
Nah, not at all. So natural. It's going to be unbelievable. That. Just so natural.
And all its runoff is
But to me, this is just a statement of what we should be doing. You know what I mean? Because such as me being a koi keeper, and possibly yourself as well in the back garden, we just mess too much.
Yes,
just mess
sometimes
too much.
I think we do.
And for it to be natural like this is just, well, it's a testament to everything.
I mean, the whole pond itself is just run on that Evolution Aqua air pump.
There you go. Got to be right, innit? Got to be right. 2 airlifts.
And this is what I mean. You look at my back pond that gets a fraction of the amount of sun that this one does.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's riddled with blanket weed, and this one is not a bit of
That's
blanket
what I mean.
weed.
Because they're just taking all the nitrates, isn't they?
Yeah.
So the blanket weed, they got a chance. In all fairness.
I mean, this is the first year we're having the canna lilies in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've already started exploding, and they're just going to get bigger and bigger each year.
That's some lovely colours. Yeah. I mean, look at them. Yeah, you're going to see iris is much bigger than that. In all fairness, even in the wild.
Well,
the only thing what's going to be bigger than that is bulrushes.
I took a chunk out the canna lilies out for Kyle the other week.
Yeah.
I grabbed hold of it thinking I'd just pull a chunk out. Had a whole rectangle come out in one big chunk with all the alpha grog, and I'm like, oh, bollocks. Tearing it back piece off so I can then, and then wedging it back in place so it just like gives up. But I think I'm actually going to have to go through it and thin things out a bit. Especially on that side.
Oh, I don't know. I think it looks solid. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's probably affecting your window a bit, but
I'm not bothered. I fucking hate that bay window. It's
really?
Pointless. Yeah. Well, it is literally just a ledge underneath that.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't go into
there.
the house at all.
Just nothing there.
You know, if it was a proper bay, at least then you could put a bench or something in there and appreciate it. But yeah, it was pointless.
Yeah.
If I owned the house, I'd take it out and I'd put a fucking flat one in.
Well, just to get a bit more room for the pond.
No, not for the pond. No, not for the pond.
Open the window, throw it out there.
That's it. That's it.
Well, when that's my bedroom window up there, so every now and then.
So we're still here. Got to thank Susan and Vince for the sandwiches today. And alright, picking myself again. But I don't know if you'll catch them on camera, but the 2 showers are just hanging about under the white arum over in the corner, and under the lilies. They're just over there. Get the odd glimpse of them every now and again, but these are looking fantastic. I mean, we've had the netting, sexing a couple, looking at them, discussing, and they're just so calm. Now, sooner the net comes out, they're up looking for food, but mine will still be on the bottom and just not talking to me for about 3 days. But yeah, these are looking great. Still got the toes eyes as well. And they really do look good in the flesh. Especially that one. That one's coming out with me, mate. And then we've got Vince's new build. So that's going to be the new Towsai tank, the new grow on for the winter. You just know what's going to happen there, don't you? Then you just know that there's going to be some great grow ons in there again. He proved it last year, and he'll do it again this year. Easy pods are bubbling, by the sounds of it, I think. Yeah, it looks like the valve's open. So the 2 easy pods and the sump, which is, God, how deep's that? That's about 4 foot deep. Didn't realise it was that deep. I don't want to be going falling down there, because knowing me, I probably will. So yeah, looking good. The 8 block build, that is. The 8 block at a time build.
8 block fish house.
The 8 block fish house. You need a sign up for that now, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get...
You're going to have to get an 8 block fish house.
Terry to make me another one.
That's it, yeah.
My dad's got the other one. He's
Oh, is he?
already, yeah, my dad's sorting that out.
How is he varnishing it up?
Oh, he's oiling it up for me.
That was mint.
Because
That was mint. That
oh
was.
mate, I just want the best out of the wood.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad's used to working with wood anyway, so you know,
Jobs are good, one.
no brainer, chuck it at dad.
Jobs are good, one. But yeah, this is coming on well. It's coming on really well.
It's getting there slowly.
When you've done this, you'll come and lay more blocks for me.
Yeah, right. At least these ones aren't as pissed as the bricks that went up
They
on
made
that
that
one.
pissed. I mean, it could be that pissed. Look, you've got an air pump on the top of there. You know what I mean? If I put an air pump on the top of mine, it'd probably be off by now. It had rattled off the shelf.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
For the next lot of blocks, I've got to extend those pipes
Yeah.
to make them higher. I've got one block cut out there already for the line that will be coming off the UV,
Right.
because what's going to happen is the tempest is going to be here,
Yeah.
and that will go out of this hole that's drilled there, and then the double UV I've got, the W Metsu,
Yeah.
it's going to go sideways up on the next block and then come across and go straight through.
Right.
So the
Okay.
pipe will go straight
So that's
through.
your 2 feet for your shower then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are you going to be filtering the towels oil on with?
The growing on tank
growing on
is
tank?
going to be 2 of these.
Right.
One is going to be the Easy Pod Mark II, homemade Easy Pod Mark
Okay.
II. And then it'll be an active chamber, and then it will be a 4-inch airlift return back to the tank.
Oh, you're going airlift on that as well? Oh,
Yeah.
the mint.
The whole setup will be run on an
Airlift.
airlift and my aquarium fish tank heater that I used last time.
Happy days.
It is going to be bigger than the last one.
Is that the depth you're staying at? Or have you still got to put a drain in there? Or
I'm going to go down a little bit further.
yeah.
What I'm aiming for is about 4 3/4 in the centre,
Mm.
and then about 4.5, 4 1/4 around the outside edge
Right.
with a nice slope
Chamfered
going
down, yeah.
in the centre.
There you have. There you go. It's looking good, mate. It's looking good.
It's getting there slowly.
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, was
Oh,
it?
fuck no, was it? So the next job is to put a prop in front of that brick up on the ceiling,
Yeah.
so I can then take
Oh, you're
this,
taking this one out
this,
then,
this
ain't you?
post out then,
Yeah.
and then I can put my footings in for the wall to come along. The wall will come back in here
Mm.
because I'm putting me bagging station back in
Right.
here.
That's for your epic, your old Eric.
The old Eric carcass, yeah. But
Super.
it's getting there.
Yeah, it's
slowly
getting
but
there.
surely.
You reckon you'll have fish in there for the winter?
I reckon it'll be close.
That could be a challenge. That could
I
be a challenge.
reckon it'll be close. But yeah, I am going to attempt to fiberglass this one myself. I mean, fuck me, what can go wrong?
You'll be fucking itching for 3 weeks.
Well, there is that. But if it doesn't work, well,
Well, if it don't work, you just put a liner in.
you just fucking sand it down and try to do
Stick
it
a
again,
liner
don't
in,
you?
yeah, yeah.
No, I definitely won't put a liner on it.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll do it.
I tell you what, honest to God, on the old growing on tank, that got dropped about 4 times, and 4 times I used different underwater usables, you know, stuff that could be used underwater and that. I've used CT1, OB1, HA6, gold label, and over a period of time, it fucking peels away
Yeah, it
from
does,
the
yeah,
liner,
it does.
and then you end up with shit collecting in the folds again.
'Cause more
and
and
on
more
top
dough.
of that, when you've got fish that are slightly bigger, when they find something dangling, they'll just keep
They'll
pulling
just
on
keep
it, and
pulling,
literally
yeah.
I was netting out big long strips of fucking where they've just been tearing it off. So yeah, it's gonna have to be fiberglass. It's either that or a box rod line.
Good? Gonna look good? So, looking forward to seeing that happening then. Right then guys, snap back to you in a bit. Right then guys, it's currently 9:05 PM. Just got back. This is what I went for. Not a very common fish at all. It's a Sakura Ogon. And basically, in layman's terms, it's a metallic Kawaku. Plans for this. She's just in a mix of obviously Vince's water and my water. So I'm just giving a 5 or 10 minutes in there just for it to get her bearings. This is, it's been quite a travel. Quicker getting back than we were getting down there, but there you go. So measured in at 40 cm in Vince's bowl. So obviously because he's measured it, I ain't going to bother getting my measuring bowl out. But yeah, just fancy the change, and you don't see very many of them about. I think Vince had the cogs turning when we was having a discussion, and I said I couldn't believe he was getting rid of it, and I think he may have thought to himself perhaps he should have kept it because of the metallic, but there you go. So yes, 14th of August, as I said, it's around about 9:10 now. Fish is looking good, just getting the bearings, settling in to more water, and then I'm going to put her straight into a sleeper pond with the others. The air temperature's gone a little bit wayward at the minute. It's still very warm but very heavy, so I'll put the air on full, because I think we may have a drop of rain tonight, which will bring the pressure down, which means that the air pressure is going to come down and the oxygen will probably get stripped. And I'm sure I've got a leak in this pond, and I think it's down to my overflow. So yeah, there you go, that's where we are tonight. I'm going to call it a wrap on this one, and get everything uploaded, and we'll get this bad boy, or bad girl, into here. Catch you later guys, thanks for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button. See you later folks.